The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. Ball is teed up, and with the boots, the NFL postseason has officially begun. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. We give to Irving to start this drive. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Hurts. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Great, set.
Now Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find Matthew Golden. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Hurts now on 4th. Buying some time right. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Jets get the football on the first turnover of the contest. How quickly things can change, huh? From kickoff to now, already looking at an entirely different picture, Brock. They get the interception, and they're going to take over in perfect position to score our first points.
You know, we talk about scripting for offense all the time, but...
He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Jets parlay the interception into points. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
180.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Fires right away, but incomplete.
You know they're going to keep giving him looks, keep calling pass plays. You cannot survive a game without a completion, but the results so far, yeah, they've been a little bit rough.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Third and long for him here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Christian Harris picks it off. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
His charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
319!
Allen fires out wide, complete. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Offense is set, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 15.
From the red zone now. Right back to Chase. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Jets drive out to an early 14-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Throw left side, complete. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Working quickly here. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Great, set.
Hurts setting up to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. Christian Harris picks it off. And the Jets take over as they intercept it for the 3rd time in just our opening quarter. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Escapes the pocket. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps. To play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. The 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Jets parlay the interception into points. It's a Tez Walker touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Jets push their lead to 21-zip already. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. And they pick him off again. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, New York. Another score here in this first quarter, Brock, as they continue dominating in this opening frame.
You know what I love here, Kate? This defense is seizing on a sputtering opponent, and they're actively trying not just to defend the lead, but to add to it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets continue piling onto this lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Fielded at the 7. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he crawls to the 15 before they stop him.
At their own 15-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Great. Set. On anyone, huh? Stay set. No, son.
Hurts back to the air after the pick. Short pass brought in. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
Great. Set. On anyone, huh? No, son.
A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
No, son, set. On anyone, huh? No, son.
Space past the 35. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. The big play nets him 17 yards.
17 yards.
And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
It's Hurts once again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down.
Great. Set. On anyone, huh?
And again, here's Hurts. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. It's an early runaway. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They've been moving it well, but face a 3rd down here.
On anyone, huh? No, son.
Hurts yet again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find Matthew Golden. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
No, son, set. On anyone, huh? No, son.
On 4th down, Hurts. He's got it. Complete to Downs. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. What a play to beat this defense on 4th down. 23 yards and a 1st.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
No, son.
Now here's Kane Scattergood on the ground. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
On the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Throwing the out route complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the Combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately?
And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for a Jets first down. A gain of 13 yards.
Another carry for Robinson. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Likely's got it right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
3rd and 2, Brock, as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. 3rd and just 2 to go. From the gun, Judkins. Gets it to the 15. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Jets boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Setting up to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jets grow their lead yet again.
Chiefs 7.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Has this at the 6. And that hit is going to freeze him at the spot. He got stuck right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Good. Set. On everyone.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. To the left, that's pulled in by Golden. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. A gain of 15 there. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Catch made by Bucky Irving. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Hurts now from the gun. And they pick him up again.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walk in the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup, and it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Well, right side, caught by Smith. And this one doesn't go far. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Now Allen off the play action. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And this is gonna be a New York touchdown. The Jets get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Jets tack on 7 more to their lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Don't touch it. Don't touch.
Looking to throw. Caught in the comeback route. He hangs on to that football, brought through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Look out.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Design bootleg here. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
That's completed right side. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
At the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Look out.
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
319. It's out.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. He has room past the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets throw the lead coming out of halftime.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets continue adding on to that lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Jets have it again after yet another interception.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Jenkins. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to it. There he goes again. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Looking to tack on the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to work after throwing the pick. Jets bringing pressure, and they got it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Jets into the nickel, 3rd down. Third and long for him here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Kate, it has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. They'll indeed go for this. It's Hurts. This interception is also dropped, but they're still going to take possession as the incomplete pass forces a turnover on downs here.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On the give, here's Judkins. He's to the 10! And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
One quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Jets have it with a lead, looking to continue their postseason run. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Another game to Judkins. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Lining up now to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Great, set.
Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this. He's got him. It's caught. And they tackle him after he makes the play, but we saw a flag come out right as he made the catch. Which side is this interference going to go on? You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them.
Hey, 73. No, set.
Hurts to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And nearly intercepted as that trick play almost ended in disaster. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Trimmer.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going deep this time, and they pick him off again. And the Jets have it again after yet another interception.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all. It is clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd down run from Judkins. Fights his way through a tackle. Has a hole left, room to run. And they take this in for the score. The Jets throwing 6 more on the blowout. And yet again, he's made a trip to the end zone, his 5th on the ground. And now just one more return visit away from tying that NFL single-game record. That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. This return starts at the 5. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Now, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys, hey, ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Another one for Judkins. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
Handoff now to Judkins. And they stop him after he picks up about 5. That's going to bring up 4th down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Jets authoring a blowout here. The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this.
Alert! Ready!
On 4th down, Allen. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Jets are running them out of the building. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10.
Great. Delta!
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
2nd down. Hurts throwing again. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw in the coverage too many times, there will be more interceptions.
It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Hurts throwing again. Caught by the open man. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Chiefs making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now this one has been a long game, no doubt. But hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that's...
Yeah, that's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Jets are able to recover the kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, It did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week to find a way to flush this, because it's just not been their kind of game.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. It's Allen out of the pistol. He's trying to go deep again. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
That's good for Jets. 1st down.
Motioning one of the tight ends.
At the 7-yard line.
To the end zone, but incomplete. He couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal.
319. We'll go.
They're going to pass it here. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on...
And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Jets continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So it's a road win for the Jets. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun